YouTube, it's the Morris Trucker, man, demonstrating love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice here, there, and everywhere. Same old foolishness with man Trans Am, now one leasing playing the hell out of crazy. So I turned in my truck last week. So now, really, I turned it in
We
Monday.
apologize for the wait.
Hold on.
If you would like someone to call you back without losing your place in line, please say yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I was just on hold with them, right? So turned my truck in Monday. Today is Friday. So I'm looking on my settlement like, hey, they ain't paid me today. So I call in like, hey, what's up with my check? Now, mind you, they owe me another check for next week for running over the weekend. So they like, oh yeah, your last two checks, they combine that and they'll send you a settlement in 15 days. Wait a minute, hold up. When was somebody supposed to explain this to me? It's not in writing, it's not in the contract. Nobody ever said at the beginning, hey, listen, when you turn in your truck, your last two paychecks, they gonna keep for 15 days. So now I'm at home thinking I got a check. I done made plans for the weekend, and they telling me I gotta wait 2 weeks to get it. I thought the 2 weeks was for the bonus and my escrows back. How y'all gonna try to later combine my last two checks plus the bonus plus the escrows? Because I'm not worried about the truck because no damage. It's in the same condition it was in when I got it, if not better, because I did the PMs, the preventive maintenance. So it's just some bullshit, man. Trans Am, like, that's crazy. Like, that's something that should have been explained. Hey, listen, when you turn in the truck, you're not gonna get a check for 2 weeks. Something I could have planned for. This has been my problem with Trans Am since I've been here. Lack of information sharing. If you know at the end of your lease you're not gonna get a check for 2 weeks, because I have two checks coming. I had a check this week and I got a check coming for next week. Then I also have the escrows coming back and the 3 cents a mile that they're supposed to pay me for the bonus on completing the lease. Like, it's just foolishness, man. Like, and I'm just sick of their shit. You know what I'm saying? And the company I'm going to, I'm going to put a video together Monday because I'm leaving Sunday. Today, Friday, I'm leaving Sunday. And just so happened that company was like, hey, listen, we try to make the transition from one company to the other easier on the driver, especially for pay. So it's a 3-day orientation between Monday and Wednesday. They're going to give me a $300 check at the end of the orientation, not a week and a half later. That same day I complete the orientation, right? Then on top of that, they got a $1,500 sign-on bonus. See, Trans Am tell you they got a $2,500 sign-on bonus, but actually it's a retention bonus because they break it up into $625 for 4 months to keep you there. This company is paying it out the gate. So he's saying we're going to give you that $300. Then that first week, because it's going to take you 2 weeks to get a check, we're going to give you $750. And then with your first full check, you're going to get another $750, $1,500. So I say, man, I sure appreciate that. You know what I mean? And I didn't know how appreciative I would have been for that until I just found out I ain't got a check coming this week from Trans Am. So it's a blessing I got a check coming next week from this new company. You draw? Trans Am is, man, it's a blessing, man. That's some bullshit. So if you're going in and you're doing your leasing, if you smart, which is what I should have been, I should have re-signed the lease until I got all my money and then just walked away. You see what I'm saying? Because playing fair with them is not an incentive for them to play fair with you. Somebody should have said, hey, listen, man, I know I keep saying it, but I can't keep getting it out my head. At the end of your lease, we're not going to pay you for the last two checks we owe you. We're going to make you wait 14 days. I would have been prepared. Now here I am at home knowing I got a check coming today and I don't. And this was a week I ran 3,200 miles, so this is a $1,000 check plus. I'm looking for this money. Now I'm in the rear calling them trying to figure out why the fuck it wasn't in the contract, why I didn't sign it, why didn't nobody explain this to me before, during, or after when I turned the truck in. I asked the dude clearly, I say, this is it, everything's good. I called the people on the phone, they say, yeah, we'll get your settlement for your bonus and all that together. They didn't say we gonna include your last 2 checks with that. They only discussed the bonus and the escrows. So Trans Am, man, you know, I'm gonna do another video, man, once I do get the money and see how that flip out. But for me, that blew my fucking mind, man. Like, what? What do you mean I don't get a check? My last check ain't till next week. How y'all gonna take 2 checks prior? You feel me? Because anytime you quit at any job, you have 1 more check coming. That's the whole point of waiting a week or 2 weeks before you get your first check. You feel me? Trans Am is some bullshit, man. Like, literally, I'm scarred right now. You know what I mean? I got to go borrow money, you know what I mean, just to make it to next Wednesday. You draw? You know, they put you in a hole, man. Lack of information, man, you know, puts you in a bad way. So that's just a head up for anybody that's doing leasing, because this is more information that they not going to give you. They just going to wait until you stumble into that wall and then say, oh yeah, this is what happens. This is the problem. And now won't nobody call me back. Won't nobody answer the phone. You feel me? So, and now that I'm not working for them, they ignore you when you work for them. So I'm knowing now they really finna ignore me. So just a heads up, man, Trans Am is the worst of the worst, man. Like, I've never worked for any company that is this horrible, man. Like, with information. You draw, other companies go out of their way to explain different things to you. Trans Am just wants you to run and get them loads, man. So here's, you know, a scenario. I thought this would be my last. Well, I figured once I get the bonus to see how that played out and what they tried to take or didn't take, it would be my last video. But it look like I'm gonna continue to make Trans Am videos and I ain't even working there no more. Craziest shit in the world. So yeah, that's a heads up. If you're going into leasing with them, I would tell you to stick around, re-sign a new lease till you get all your money back from the old lease. Don't turn over, because you can turn over your escrows to where they won't take them out your check. You can turn over your maintenance account. You see what I'm saying? But the maintenance account, they're going to keep pulling anyway. Tell them you want all your money and sign a new lease and start at the bottom with them taking money out for the escrows and starting you a new maintenance account. And when you get your money, get the fuck on. Let them keep whatever's there. You draw, put in a 2-week notice. It's a walk-away lease. Just put in a 2-week notice. You draw. But now I'm thinking I should have stuck around long enough to get all my money, man, because it seemed like now they finna play the hell out of crazy. You draw? So, peace and love, man. Just a heads up, man, that this right here is foolishness. Peace.